Now, the operations of rural and community banks in Ghana are seriously being affected because of locked-up funds at the National Trust Holdings Company Limited. In total, more than 100 million cedis worth of investments from the said banks are locked up, and all 145 of them held their funds with the NTHC until the central bank bank's clean up, which resulted in 53 fund management companies' licenses revoked. Prince Apia has more in this report.
All the 145 RCBs held their funds with NTHC until the central bank cleanup, which resulted in 53 finance houses and fund management companies' licenses were revoked. Interestingly, the license of NTHC was not revoked, which sent signals that it was operating on a stronger footing. But after months, the RCBs and other investors at NTHC are unable to access their funds. Sources at NTHC have said that the government owes them, in that those funds have been used for government contracts. Therefore, until government pays them, there's little they can do. But government since December 2020 have carved out 8.5 billion Ghana cedis to help pay investors of the defunct asset management companies. 3.1 billion Ghana cedis during the mid-year budget in December last year, and 5.5 billion after the 2021 budget statement in Parliament. In addition, government in August this year released a total of 800 million Ghana cedis to be paid to road contractors as debt owed them. The question, however, is why was the NTHC license not revoked or liquidated to receive some of the bailout given the asset management companies? Again, if government is owing NTHC as claimed by its officials, then why is government not paying them as such? Why should the innocent investors suffer from these developments? The implications, however, are that the situation has already affected the capital adequacy ratio and profitability levels of the RCBs. According to them, when the locked-up funds are paid, they will be able to give more loans to support farmers as well as small businesses in the operational areas to help them expand, a situation which the universal banks are usually unable to support. Again, the RCBs have therefore cancelled most of their corporate social responsibilities they embark on in these operational areas. The rural banks have further argued that the Security and Exchange Commission acted within its mandate of protecting investors and authorized a partial bailout of up to 50,000 Ghana cedis to all customers of the affected fund management companies, but ignored to act on the situation with NTHC that is equally and directly guilty of same non-performance. Several attempts by these affected rural banks to retrieve their locked-up funds from NTHC have yielded no result, and this unfortunate situation has negatively affected the operation in many ways. In the wake of this development, the rural banks claim they are unable to wait any longer, regardless of the further promises still being made by NTHC. Government of Ghana, being the major shareholder of NTHC through its state agencies like SNIT, is now being called to do the needful to ensure it settles monies owed to NTHC, which NTHC claims is causing them not to be able to settle debt owed them to these poor and suffering rural and community banks.